I thought my East Asian wife's work retreat was just another business trip until her best friend, an East Asian woman.
They say the deepest betrayals come from those you trust the most. For 12 years, I believed my wife, Lila, was the one person who would never break me. She was brilliant, warm, and ambitious, the kind of woman who lit up every room. I built my entire world around her. Our home, our future, our belief that we were unbreakable. I was so wrong. It all started with a 3-day work retreat at a lakeside resort. It was routine, she said. I kissed her goodbye, told her to have fun, and watched her drive off, completely oblivious. My mistake was loving her more than she deserved. The first crack in my perfect world came when her best friend Mia called me, sobbing. She couldn't get the words out, just that she saw something she wished she could unsee, then she hung up. My heart turned to ice. For the next 24 hours, I barely slept. I replayed every late-night meeting, every unexplained business trip, telling myself I was just being paranoid. On the second night, Lila called. Her voice was too loud, too excited. "I'm going to bed early," she slurred. "Long day." Something inside me just snapped. I opened the shared location app on our phones. She wasn't at the resort. She was at a private cabin 2 miles away. A cabin her boss, Damon, had rented for executive planning sessions. My body went cold. I grabbed my keys and drove. 3 hours later, at midnight, I pulled up to the cabin. Lights on, music playing. I could hear 2 voices inside hers and his, laughing, whispering things only lovers say. I didn't hesitate. I knocked once and opened the door, and there it was. Layla on the couch, Damon beside her, their bodies close enough to erase any doubt. When they saw me, they froze. Her face crumbled. "Marcus, this isn't what it looks like." "It's exactly what it looks like," I said, my voice calm. Damon tried to act tough. "Let's talk outside, man." I held up my hand. "Don't speak." I didn't shout. I didn't cry. I just looked at her and said, "Your marriage ends tonight." She burst into tears, grabbing my arm, begging. She said it was a mistake, that it just happened, that it meant nothing. 12 years of our lives meant nothing. I walked away without another word. But divorce wasn't enough. They didn't just betray our marriage. They betrayed the life I built for her. They had no idea what was coming. Layla never cared about privacy. She used my laptop, synced her emails to my cloud, and kept files on our shared drive. She forgot to delete them. 3 hours after leaving that cabin, I found everything. Their messages. Their photos, their plans, their jokes about me. My hands weren't shaking from heartbreak anymore. They were shaking with clarity. The next morning, I met with my lawyer and unleashed absolute chaos. I started with Damon. He was a vice president, a family man, but his contract had a morality clause. Affairs with subordinates meant immediate termination, no benefits, no severance. I compiled the evidence into a neat, time-stamped report and sent it to the CEO, the board, and the legal department. 20 minutes later, my phone buzzed. "Thank you, we'll handle it." Damon was fired before the end of the day. His wife filed for divorce that same afternoon. His career gone. Next was Layla. Her entire identity was built on her flawless public image. I didn't humiliate her online. I hit her where it hurt most, her credibility. I sent the evidence to HR for violating workplace policies. I forwarded her messages to the executives who saw her as a role model. I even sent screenshots to clients she'd boasted to about her perfect marriage. One by one, her world collapsed. Within 3 days, she was suspended. In a week, her promotion was revoked. Within 2 weeks, she resigned in disgrace. She tried to blame everyone but herself. In our divorce, the court sided heavily with me. I kept the house and the savings I'd worked years to build. She walked away with nothing but regret. A month later, she showed up at my house, broken. "Marcus, I didn't think you'd actually do this." I lost everything. I looked at her and said, "You lost everything the moment you chose him." She sobbed, begging for another chance, but love dies fast when it's stabbed in the back. I closed the door. Not in anger, not in vengeance, but in peace. Because justice is quiet. And sometimes the sweetest victory is walking away while the people who hurt you watch their world crumble. That was the night I reclaimed my life. And for the first time in years, I felt free. Thanks for watching. If you have a story of your own, share it in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more.